Welcome back, people, to another series with in Skyblock with Koorihime and the Storm. Can barely see you all the way over there, mate.
What? What? What the hell is this? What? What have you done? Jeez, what the bloody hell have you done when I was gone?
Yeah, well, I extended
No,
out
no,
in...
no, 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 wait, let me finish it. There's a sugarcane farm now. There's a roof over the tree farm, and now there's a big fucking pond sort of thing next to it. Just what the hell have you done? What the hell is this bridge for as well? Why is that there? All... What the hell have you done?
I just
Jeez.
prepared the place for the next achievements we're gonna do. And you were busy last night, I was gonna have help with you, but it was for the progress, mate.
I leave you for one freaking night, and you... God, for the love of God, jeez, what the... Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, this man is a maniac. I swear to God, he can't leave me alone for 5 seconds before he goes and... You've already told me what you're doing on Ticket as well. You've already found 6 diamonds, also, and about... How much uranium did you find? How much?
A chunk of 6. We're closer together.
God's sakes, jeez. I can't leave you alone, can I?
Yeah, pretty much not.
No.
Just be lucky that you didn't see the world last night and you had bridges extending out in all direction. You wanna know the reason why, mate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hit F3, mate, and take a look. We're in a river biome now.
Oh?
And if you go all the way over to the edge here, we are exactly in a plain biome.
Oh? Bad.
And I
Yeah.
found this here, so you know what that means, mate? Plain
Animals?
biomes? Yeah, animals, which means cows,
Pigs,
chickens,
sheep.
yeah,
And you know what sheep means?
yeah, but most importantly, cows
Sheep.
means,
Books.
yeah, which means
Books
bookcases.
Yeah. Which means achievement. Achievement get.
Yay!
Yay.
And
boy.
for that we actually need to run a little back and show the people the other crazy project I've been doing.
Yeah.
Because people, we need to get the grass over there, and we actually need to build a platform there as well, but that we'll do when the grass gets over.
Oh God. Now there is sorry to interrupt you there, but there is something to note. You can actually spawn in a specific biome if you download a certain file on the Minecraft forum page. The only downside is though you won't actually be able to get snowfall. You'll be able to get animals here, but you'll need to bridge out anyway and find where snow falls. So it's a bit of a 50-50 option if you want to get animals first and snow after.
Yeah. As you see here, we have the dirt laid out around the house. And over here we have the grass part. We're just waiting for spread all the way over there. There's about 200 blocks more to go or so. It shouldn't take too long. We'll do that off screen though, we're not gonna record that.
Yeah, I'll probably just fast forward this. Like.
This is another thing I did. I just pimped out our mob grinder a little, and as you can remember from last time, our infinite water source was here, and I found it pretty much an ugly location. So I integrated some storm this time into the cobble generator.
Using stone bricks, of course.
Yeah, and a little bit of wood just to have a holding for the roof part of it, so it doesn't freeze over. And the entire mob generator is now stone bricks.
Actually, it's Cobble Stone generator.
Yeah, cobble generator. What?
Oh, the mob spawn is up there. That's made of stone brick as well.
Yeah. And did a little fine tuning to the portal. I will remove that ugly stair doorway you remembered earlier.
Yeah. Place with some nice fence gates, so snazzy like.
Yeah. And I had an accident here when because one of the spiders actually survived the fall down, so I had to block it in a little. I can still climb over though, but...
Yeah, but we'll still go a bit of time at least before we get our faces eaten off.
Yeah, and you might want to go out of there before the spider...
Yeah. Spiders! Why did it have to be spiders? This is new as well.
Yeah, that's the sugarcane farm. I set up last night and I just watched it grow, so we could actually get... We only had one, and then it duplicated each time till we got about 20.
I have a new idea for a fiction. Koorihime watches sugarcane grow. Expect some really in-depth physical shit. Or psychological shit. I don't even know. Alright,
Yeah.
let's show him the tree farm.
Yeah, I put a roof on top of it to prevent big trees from growing, because Storm has been complaining about big trees growing all the time. He's
By
sick of them.
complaining, I mean I was PMing him all the other day as well, saying I'm so sick of getting big trees caught, and he said, I know. I just kept on nagging him and nagging me, so I said, fine, if I do something about it, will you please stop messaging me? And I said, maybe.
Yeah, and as you remember, from last time we tried to fit or was gonna build a lake. This is the platform for it. Where the snow is now. On top of that, it's gonna be completely covered in water, which we're gonna do now. And the roof is there to prevent it from freezing over, so it actually is a flowing lake at all time. And if I done this correctly, Storm, this should be able to do what?
Spawn squids.
Yep.
Now, this is another thing as well. We actually decided to leave this until now because one of the issues that people seem to run a lot on skyblock in single player and on server in general is that they can't get squids to spawn. And honestly, the amount of times I've actually had to bug Koorihime about that, as well as giant trees about, oh Koorihime, how do squids spawn? Yeah, we are basically just going to do this to try and clear all that up.
Basically, I'm just gonna hit F3 and show you guys. If you look at my Y coordinates now, it's 60, so even on this height, squid should spawn. If I remember correctly, it's between 46 and 68 Y. It spawns squid, and the more amount of water you have, the bigger chance it is. But also, it's the same conditions as other mobs spawning, both hostile and peaceful mobs. You need to be at least 24 blocks away for it to spawn, and no longer than 128 blocks, at least in single player, otherwise they will immediately despawn. And you got a bucket. Nice, mate.
Just trying to pick up some water. For some reason that one finished. Place that back. Okay, how are we going to do this, by the way? We're just going to fill in the pond or lake one by one, or we'll be able to make an infinite source in this area?
Give me the bucket, then I'll show the nice people a little trick to fill up the lake really fast. Basically, turn one there first. I'm just gonna run back and get the water. And this is the last time I'm gonna run back to the infinite water source and get water. Because I can do it over there. And it should be no need to take out the torches either, and the lighting glitch from the water, it doesn't really matter. Place a 4x4 like that, and if that's done correctly, you can just fill up the place up like this.
Not bad. No, this does actually sort of remind me of when I used to play RuneScape a lot. Yes, I played RuneScape before it was cool. One of the easiest ways to actually make money on RuneScape was to do lobster fishing. And there was one very good area to do that, but the only downside was whenever you got a full inventory, you had to run back to the bank to deposit all your lobsters, then run back to the river, run back to the bank, run back to the river. I don't know, it was a good way of making money, probably about 300,000 per round or so, but it was still a little bit time consuming. Still quite fun though.
There was I played World of Warcraft. I knew quite a few nice ways of farming gold there, without using bot systems and such stuff that the gold farmers used.
Care to go to that a little bit? Or listening?
Yeah, basically I just found an area where the temp depended a little bit on server to server you used. Lake is done, mate.
Okay, I'll go and grab some shovels. You can tell them all about World of Warcraft.
It's nothing too much really, but you basically just find an area with huge clusters of mobs, and obviously, thanks for this, man. Obviously, you basically need to. There's two conditions. One, a place where there's huge cluster of mobs that you can AoE down, basically damage a shitload of mobs and killing them at once. They need to be a decent level according to your level as well. and they need to have a huge respawn or a short respawn cycle. And the place I used had about a 2-second respawn rate, so I just stood there with my mage and AoE'd it down to crap really, with arcane spells. And I basically was good enough gear to actually do it as well. And you took all the shovels? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I passed through to you, but you were running back to the house where you were making some.
No, I'm not making some. I need one, mate. And don't stand in the water doing that, stand on top of the snow, mate.
Yeah, I'll just gathering up the snow balls so we can just make them into snowballs later.
Ah, yeah, true, so you'll not lose too much.
That's why as well we've I think that's why we placed this whole sort of cobblestone floor thing down as well.
Yeah, basically when I was done, I'll start in the other corner. Basically when I was farming gold and such, I never really run out of gold unless I decided not to farm in quite a while and bought a shitload of items and such stuff from the auction house. That was normally too expensive for people, but I didn't care about it. At one time I think I had something like 250,000 gold in World of Warcraft, which normal people only had a few thousand golds or something. I struggled to get.
You were a little bit overpowered, in other words.
Well, I did basically have about... I had the achievement for 250,000 gold. Yes, there are the achievement in World of Warcraft for having once 250,000 gold on you. There's, I think there's one for 500,000 and one for 750,000 as well. I never got those though because I didn't bother to farm that much gold.
Oh God.
Well, basically any game I can make money or get rich on, I usually do it really fast. It's just understanding the basic game system and how it works and finding a way that suits you, obviously, to make money. It needs to be a little bit interesting as well, but grinding is generally not interesting at all. It's, to be frank, quite boring. But it needs to be done if you're gonna get...
Payoff is basically worth it in the end, but it does take some work.
Yeah.
That does sort of remind me of something I used to do in RuneScape as well. Because when I started playing after a while, I actually found some ways of how to do things which would normally kill an average player like me. Basically, I managed to pass a few quests which were a master, which no one else would be able to pass unless they had uber gear, full dragon armor, really powerful weapons like god swords and all that. I basically managed to do it without actually doing much work at all. There was one quest in particular, I think it was called Monkey Madness. That was one of the most difficult quests in the game, and when I think it was a level 108 player actually saw me, a level 60 player, carrying a dragon scimitar, which is one of the things you can get after you complete the quest. He just stood there and literally said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, could you pass me another shovel, mate? And continue the story?
Yeah, he just couldn't believe that I had done it, and he actually thought I cheated or hacked the thing in, but I showed him it in trading, and he just went a little bit Zoidberg. He just couldn't believe what he was seeing. I basically trolled the guy a little bit because, basically I got quite attention because I was a level, I don't know what level it was, quite low, and I was running around using a dragon scimitar.
Yeah, me and my friend, it was called Aruka, or I call him Aruka on, and we talked a little over Skype while we did things as well. We tried to two-man every instance we could find in World of Warcraft just for the fun of it. That was below max level, obviously. We did try a few of the heroic level 85 dungeons, but never the 85 raids, because they are pretty much very hard on 85 for two-manning at least. But basically we went into every single older raid, and basically everything that we could pass and two-man. We did try think about everything and managed to do everything with the exception of one of them. Can't remember the name of it at the moment. I think it was ICC because you require a few more people to do stuff in there. But we kind of did that for fun, and let's see, there we go. Yeah, the lake is complete, people, and we can go down.